Travelling over the Forth Bridge, opened the 4th of March 1890. It spans a Forth at 8,296 feet, the second longest single cantilever bridge in the world. Designed by Sir John Fowler and Sir Benjamin Baker. Welcome to an Edinburgh Railway Day Out. Arriving into Haymarket Station. This was opened in 1842, the original terminus of the Edinburgh to Glasgow Railway. The line was extended through the tunnels and through Princess Street Gardens to Waverley in 1846. It's always been known as Haymarkets. Some railway companies do refer to the station as Edinburgh Haymarkets. In 1989, part of the station was electrified. In 2011, the whole station was electrified, and the station currently is being upgraded again as part of the Edinburgh tram system. Welcome to Edinburgh Waverley Station. 3 railway companies built the stations here, in a valley down from Edinburgh Castle, in an area which used to be a loch back in the mid-1800s called Norloch. North Bridge Station opened on the 22nd of June 1846, opened by the North British Railway. The General Station opened on the 17th of May 1847 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. And Princess Street Station was opened on the 17th of May 1847 by the Edinburgh, Leith and New Haven Railway. The Princess Street Station, which served Leith and Grantham, was via a long roped haul tunnel under the new town. A similar design was used to haul trains up and down the tunnel at Queen Street in Glasgow. A collective name for all 3 stations was Waverley, from the novels by Sir Walter Scott. In 1868, the North British Railway Company acquired the stations from the other 2 companies and demolished all 3, rebuilding a Victorian-style station on the same site. They also closed the tunnel between Scotland Street and Canal Street. The North British Railway was a Scottish railway based in Edinburgh since 1844. Part of the Scottish East Coast Railway between Berwick-on-Tweed and Edinburgh, completed 1846. Later they became the LNER, the London North Eastern Railway. With the LNER controlling the east and the Caledonian controlling the west, they were the railway big boys. By now, the Edinburgh to Glasgow Railway Company failed to exist, but the line is now one of the busiest routes in Scotland. The Edinburgh, Leith and New Haven Railway disappeared, and there are very few parts of that line left. When you walk out of Edinburgh Waverley Station, that's the sound you first hear, the sound of the pipes. We're looking across Edinburgh Waverley Station at a building which used to be called the North British Hotel, but is now called the Balmoral. Resulting from a competition of 1885, the hotel opened in 1902, designed by architect W. Hamilton Beattie. It was built for the North British Railway Company, nicknamed MB. In 1980, the new owner changed its name to the New Balmoral, still using the nickname MB. The hotel now is just known as the Balmoral. We're now looking across at Carlton Hill. Now, during the filming of this, I was asked by a French couple if this was Edinburgh Castle. Now, it's not the first time I've been asked this. In actual fact, I've been asked this question many times looking at that view. It's not. It is part of the old Carlton Jail. It's the Governor's House. The jail was built in 1817, and it was once Scotland's largest prison. Let's move away from the station for a minute and travel into town. It's festival time, and I'm currently standing in the Royal Mile, which is the High Street. The reason it's called the Royal Mile is it's a mile from Holyrood Palace to the castle. And this is one of the famous pubs in Edinburgh. It's called the World's End. It's also one of the oldest, and like most of the pubs in Edinburgh, particularly on the High Street, allegedly, it's haunted. This is Netherbow Wellhead, a wellhead or cistern. This provided water for the people of Edinburgh's Old Town, and it dates back to 1675.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you... Shut up! We know what time it is, okay? If you want to see some tricks with the fire, say yeah. Yay! If you just want to see the Canadian guy burn and die, shout yeah.
Yay! Andrew, I'll try again. They love you, they just don't know how to say it yet. Come on, Andrew!
Begged and pleaded for more cash, but were denied. So we learned to make the drink, and you were right to criticise, but we didn't think you cared.
This is a whole crowd.
That we were wrong. We're starting to understand what you have to say. That life will surprise you if you cast your fears away.
¿Vas a traer o no?
One goes here, one goes here, one goes here. Point will come you, sir. Which one? My right, A, B, C. Pick A cup then. here. Look. I don't. Well, you're sharp. Nobody ever catches me. Stop that, you go prance, and I'm over here, Dad. Lewis, do me a favour. Put ball number 1 there. The ball's upside down. Wait, what are you doing? You want to finish the show? What are you doing? How do you know ball number 2 goes in cup number 2? Huh? 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 Sharp as a marble. Step back over there.
So watch very carefully, guys, watch. Hands are empty, sleeves are all done, watch. Keep the focus on the money. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of my show, I will put my hat out on the table. I will ask you politely to come forward and put some money in the hat for the fund we've shared. I don't ask for much, but some people can in fact afford a £5 note. Some people, however, can in fact afford a £10 note. I give these away every other week. Aren't you all cheesed off? You didn't let me borrow your £5 note. There you go, Jimmy. This is the other week. Stay where you are. You know how much my flight costs? I'll get a job for crying out loud. It's amazing what happens when cousins marry, isn't it? Because at the end of the show, I will, as I say, put my hat out. Now, some people can afford a £10 note, which is great. Some people, however, can only afford a 5. Some people can only afford a couple of gold coins. But one thing you can afford is a huge round of applause for Jamie for letting me borrow.
I believe my show is worth £10. No.
We got a flyer?
The North British Railway Hotel proudly looking over its station at the east end of Princes Street, had another railway company in town. The Caledonian Station was built at the west end of Princes Street, and its hotel named the Caledonian Hotel, and the station was named Princes Street Station. The Caledonian Railway reached Edinburgh by 1848. They had a terminus at Lothian Roads, then reached Princes Street, the West End, by 1870. Between 1890 and 1893, there would be a grand Princes Street station with 7 platforms and an 850-foot long bay roof. The Caledonian Hotel opened in 1903, built in red sandstone from the west of Scotland, designed in a style of many Glasgow buildings. Some deemed a grand old Glasgow lady has come to Edinburgh. The hotel was built above the main entrance to the station, but sadly the station closed in 1965, and all that remains is the hotel. Now this is Edinburgh Castle. It's home to the Scottish Crown Jewels. It sits high above Princes Street Gardens and the railway which runs through the gardens. It also has a cannon called the 1 o'clock gun, and it is most definitely one of the loveliest castles in Britain. I'm walking back to Waverley Station via the Grass Market, which was very famous for its public hangings. There's been many an Edinburgh scallywag hung in this part of Edinburgh. This is a famous pub in the Grass Market. It's called the White Hart Inn, and it's famous for the grave robbers William Burke and William Hare. Now, you wouldn't have liked to have got them to buy you a drink. You may have not seen tomorrow. And did you know that Robbie Burns used to drink there as well, but not at the same time? He had left by 6:30. Now that is clever. Being a frequent visitor to Edinburgh, I have never seen that chap move. Now that is clever. In Edinburgh, the North British Railway Company won. I'm back in Scotland's capital railway station. Now, where's my train?